Hello everyone! Welcome back to our channel. If you're a BTS fan or ARMY, you definitely already know about the bombshell news that just rocked the global music world. Yes, BTS vocal line consisting of Jimin, Jin, V, and Jungkook just won big at the Jupiter Music Awards 2025 held in mid-December. And guys, this wasn't just any ordinary win, but an absolutely epic victory that made the hashtag Nobody Does It Like Bangtan trend at #1 in over 100 countries. If you haven't smashed that like button and subscribed yet, now's the perfect time because we're going to thoroughly discuss the greatness of BTS vocal line that has the world unable to stop talking about them. Let's dive in. So guys, Jupiter Music Awards 2025 isn't just any award show. This is one of the most prestigious music awards in the world with a system that combines voting from global fans and evaluation from a panel of international music experts. Imagine, this year's competition was super tight with nominations including legendary groups like One Direction alumni, Westlife, Backstreet Boys, plus vocal units from various new generation K-pop groups. But you know what? BTS vocal line crushed the competition with an insane margin. They received more than 2 million votes from fans worldwide, and the gap with the closest nominee was almost 1 million votes. That's not winning, that's total domination, guys. Now, before we go further, I want you to pause for a moment and think, what makes BTS vocal line so special? Why could they beat vocal groups that have been in the music industry for decades? The answer is simple yet complex at the same time. These four vocalists have extremely different voice characteristics, but when combined, they create harmony that is literally perfection. And I'm going to explain one by one why each of them is unique and incredibly powerful. Let's start with Jimin. Oh my god, guys, if you've ever heard Jimin's voice, you immediately know that his voice is different from any vocalist in K-pop. International voice coaches even call it a super unique vocal fingerprint. What does that mean? It means you can instantly recognize Jimin's voice from just one sentence. His soft yet emotion-filled voice has an extraordinary ability to convey the deepest feelings from every lyric. And what's craziest, his breath control is insane. He can sing while dancing with super demanding choreography, but his vocals remain stable. In 2025, Jimin also proved his greatness with a song, which charted for more than 30 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100. 30 weeks, guys. That's crazy longevity for a K-pop solo song. Then we move to Jin, the silver voice that makes ARMY melt every time he sings. Jin is a solid foundation of BTS vocal line. His powerful yet smooth and warm voice becomes the stabilizer for the group's harmony. What personally amazes me about Jin is his ability to hit high notes that are clean and clear without any strain at all. And the fact that makes me respect him even more is that Jin just came back from military service in mid-2024, and guys, his vocals haven't diminished at all. They actually look more mature and expressive. That's dedication and professionalism at God level. Vocal trainers in Korea often use Jin as a reference to teach proper vocal technique. That's how good he is. Now, let's talk about V or Kim Taehyung. Guys, if you're not familiar with V's voice yet, prepare to be mind blown. V has a deep baritone voice that's extremely rare in the K-pop industry. His low, husky, and character-filled voice creates a beautiful contrast when it blends with other members' voices. Many international music critics literally call V the most distinctive voice in K-pop. And I agree 100%. His voice timbre is so unique that once you hear it, you immediately know it's V singing. Plus, his versatility in delivering various genres from jazz, R&B, to ballads is just chef's kiss. Fun fact, V wasn't initially prepared to be a main vocalist, but look at him now. He's one of the most recognized vocalists in the world. And last but definitely not least, we have Jungkook, the golden magne, who can literally do everything perfectly. As BTS's main vocalist, Jungkook has basically flawless vocal technique. His range from low notes to extreme high notes with mind-blowing stability, even while doing super intense choreography. Vocal experts very often use Jungkook's performances as examples of perfect vocal technique for idols who must simultaneously dance and sing. And guys, his vocal development from debut until now is absolutely remarkable. It's showing dedication and consistent hard work in honing his craft. Now the big question is, Why could BTS vocal line win with such a huge margin? There are several factors to the answer, and I'll break them all down. First, chemistry. Guys, these four vocalists have been together for more than 10 years. They know exactly how to blend their voices perfectly. That's chemistry that can't be faked or forced. It's a genuine connection built from thousands of hours of practicing together, performing together, and growing together. Second, versatility. Each member has strengths in different genres, so when they collaborate, they can tackle any type of song perfectly. Want an emotional ballad? Check. Want upbeat pop? Check. Want smooth R&B? Double check. There's no genre they can't handle with excellent execution. Third, and this is most important in my opinion, is emotional delivery. BTS vocal line doesn't just sing with good technique, but they sing with their hearts. You can feel the emotion in every lyric they deliver. That's what makes their performances so impactful and memorable. That's what makes people cry when they hear them sing, even if they don't understand Korean. And guys, we also have to acknowledge their individual achievements in 2025. Jimin with Who, that absolutely dominated charts worldwide. His Muse album that continues showing stable performance on international music charts. Jimin, who came back strong after military service with a solo single that immediately hit. V, who continues to showcase his vocal maturity through various collaborations and special performances. And Jungkook, who maintains his position as one of the most popular vocalists with solo songs that are constantly going viral on streaming platforms. What makes this victory even more meaningful is the fact that they competed against artists and groups who have decades of experience in the music industry. This isn't a competition between new acts. This is competition with established names who already have proven track records. But BTS vocal line proved that with a combination of solid technique, powerful emotional delivery, and amazing chemistry, they can outshine anyone. The Jupiter Music Awards panel jury, consisting of music producers, vocal coaches, and music critics from various countries, gave high scores for BTS's vocal quality consistency both in studio recordings and live performances. And this is super important, guys, because many artists are great in the studio but struggle live, or vice versa. But BTS is consistent in both areas, and that shows an extremely high level of professionalism. Let me also talk about something that I think is really crucial to understanding why this win matters so much. The music industry, especially in the West, has had certain stereotypes about K-pop for years. Many people dismissed K-pop idols as manufactured products who can't really sing or perform without heavy studio production and auto-tune. But BTS vocal line, time and time again, has shattered these misconceptions. They've performed live on some of the biggest stages in the world, from the Grammy Awards to sold-out stadium tours, and they've consistently delivered flawless vocals. This Jupiter Music Awards win is essentially the global music industry saying, "We see you, we hear you, and we recognize your talent." That's huge, guys! What's also remarkable is how each member of the vocal line has managed to maintain and even improve their vocal abilities despite the grueling schedules, world tours, and the physical demands of being a K-pop idol. We all know that touring can be brutal on vocalists. Night after night of performances, different climates, jet lag, exhaustion, all of these factors can take a serious toll on anyone's voice. But these four have managed to not just survive but thrive. They've worked with the best vocal coaches, they've taken care of their instruments, and they've shown up every single time with their A-game. That level of consistency and professionalism is what separates good vocalists from great ones. I also want to highlight something that often gets overlooked when we talk about vocal line performances. It's the way they support each other, both vocally and emotionally. In many groups, there can be competition or tension between members, especially when it comes to who gets more lines or spotlight. But with BTS vocal line, there's this beautiful sense of brotherhood and mutual respect. You can see it in how they harmonize together, how they adjust their voices to complement each other, and how they genuinely celebrate each other's individual successes. Jimin has often talked about how he learns from Jungkook's technique. Jin has praised V's unique tone. Jungkook has expressed admiration for Jimin's emotional expression. This mutual appreciation and willingness to learn from each other has elevated all of them to heights they might not have reached individually. Another aspect worth mentioning is their commitment to vocal health and improvement. Despite being at the top of their game, none of them have become complacent. They continue to work with vocal coaches, they practice regularly, and they're always looking for ways to improve. Jimin, for example, has talked about how he worked on expanding his range even while in military service. Jimin has discussed his efforts to develop more power in his voice while maintaining his signature softness. B has explored different genres to challenge himself vocally, and Jungkook constantly experiments with new techniques and styles. This growth mindset is what keeps them relevant and respected in an industry that's always evolving. The impact of this one extends beyond just BTS and ARMY. It's setting a new standard for what vocal excellence looks like in the K-pop industry and pop music in general. Younger groups and aspiring vocalists now have a clear benchmark to aspire to. It's not just about hitting high notes or having a pretty tone. It's about consistency, emotional connection, versatility, and the ability to deliver whether you're in a controlled studio environment or performing live in front of 70,000 screaming fans. BTS vocal line has shown that all of these elements are possible, and they've raised the bar for everyone in the industry. ARMY's worldwide reaction to this win? Absolutely insane. Within minutes after the announcement, various hashtags related to the win immediately trended on Twitter with literally tens of millions of mentions in the first 24 hours. Fans flooded social media with compilation videos from various BTS vocal performances from debut to now, showing their evolution and consistency. Many fans shared their reaction videos while crying with emotion seeing their favorite members getting the recognition they deserve. And honestly, as a content creator covering K-pop, I was also emotional seeing the appreciation and love given to BTS. What's also interesting is that many vocal coaches and music professionals from various countries also gave statements of congratulations and appreciation. They acknowledged that BTS has changed the standards in the K-pop industry in terms of vocal quality and performance. BTS proved that K-pop idols don't just rely on visuals and choreography, but they genuinely have vocal abilities that can compete internationally with artists from any genre. The win at Jupiter Music Awards 2025 also has perfect timing ahead of BTS's comeback that's already confirmed for spring 2026. With all members having completed military service and currently practicing together, expectations for the upcoming album and world tour are through the roof. This victory is like the perfect warm-up, reminding the world that BTS as a complete group is a force that's absolutely undeniable in the global music industry. International music media like Billboard, Rolling Stone, and Variety also gave extensive coverage. They acknowledge that BTS vocal line has chemistry and quality that's super rare in contemporary pop music. Published articles don't just praise their win, but also deeply analyze what makes BTS vocal line so special and different from other vocal groups in the current music industry. The message delivered by the four members after receiving this award was also super touching. They thanked ARMY for the unwavering support, thanked staff and vocal trainers who guided them, and thanked fellow members for always supporting and pushing each other to continuously improve. They also promised to keep giving their best in every performance and will make ARMY proud with the comeback currently being prepared. Guys, BTS vocal line's victory at Jupiter Music Awards 2025 isn't just about the trophy or recognition. This is about validation from years of hard work, dedication, and genuine passion for music. This is proof that talent that's consistently refined, combined with genuine love for music and fans, will always get proper appreciation. Nobody does it like Bangtan isn't just a slogan or hashtag, it's a factual statement that's backed by real achievements and recognition from the global music industry. So guys, that's it for today's video. If you agree that BTS vocal line deserved this win, drop a comment, "Nobody does it like Bangtan" below. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss updates about BTS and other K-pop news. See you in the next video, and as always, keep supporting our boys. Bye!